Okay. So when he talk about, for example, did he mention Isaiah 42, Deuteronomy 18:18, and so on? 18:16. So when Deuteronomy 18:18.
Yeah. Basically, he took the entire thing out of context, as you guys usually do.
No, but the thing is, you see, I didn't watch the video, so I don't know how it went. So what do you think was out of context in Deuteronomy 18, for example?
Well, he takes a verse near the end of the chapter, but he's not read the beginning. He's clearly not read the rest of the chapter. He's taken it out of context. He seems to think that because a word is in the singular, that means it can't mean a collective group, even though we find that all over the Bible. He seems to think that.
Are you referring to the term brethren?
He also seems to think that the brethren of Israel are Yishmael, but that's also nonsense, because you don't find once in the whole Bible Yishmael being called our brother, not once. Okay, every single time it's referring to fellow Jews, except once in Numbers when it refers to Esau, but never else is it ever referring to Ishmael.
So how would you call, for example, there are two lineages, Isaac and Ishmael. What would you call them? Would you call them your cousins? What would you call them?
So they were half brothers, but the thing is that the Tanakh never calls them brothers.
No,
okay?
What would you call them? I'm asking.
What do you mean, what would I call them?
If you were to talk about the lineage of Ishmael, how would you refer to them?
So it depends who I'm referring to alongside them.
Well, I told you whom you're referring to.
No.
You're referring to the descendants of Ishmael.
No, in connection with whom?
No, look, you got descendants of Isaac and you got descendants of Ishmael.
Yes.
If you wanted to refer to descendants of Ishmael, how would you refer to them?
So half cousins.
Half cousins. Half cousin brothers? No? Let's say if you were referring to a man within the Ishmaelite.
What do you mean?
What is wrong in calling them your cousin brother? Nothing wrong, right?
Look, Ishmael and Isaac, okay, they were half brothers. Their sons have been half first cousins of each other. Theirs have been half second cousins. It's not difficult.
So when God mentions about Ishmael, that he'll make the progeny into a great nation, that is in the...
It doesn't actually say great nation. It's a mistranslation. It actually says multitudinous nation.
Say again?
It actually says multitudinous nation, i.e. lots of people.
Yeah,
It doesn't say great
but
nation.
just semantics, isn't it?
No.
When you say lots of people and a great nation, great. Wait, great in terms of numbers. I'm talking about in terms of numbers.
Yeah, fine.
Yes.
In terms of numbers.
So great nation.
Okay.
Now you tell me, when did the progeny of Ishmael became great in numbers? Was it before the advent of Muhammad or after?
Oh, they were already great in numbers before.
Really?
Yes.
Where?
Look at.
Show me in history when the progeny of Ishmael were great in numbers before Muhammad.
Can we agree that the progeny of Ishmael was were the Arab peoples that inhabited Arabia? Etc.
I'm asking you, where in history do you find these great numbers?
I'm answering your question. Can you answer this? Can you answer this? Okay. Can we agree that the descendants of Ishmael, okay, were the Arab peoples that inhabit Arabia?
Kedar.
Yeah.
The children of Kedar.
Yeah. So the descendants.
Who is Kedar?
Okay. So the nation of Ishmael are the Arabs. Yeah.
No, who's Kedar?
One of the sons of Ishmael.
Yes, one of the sons of Ismail. And his children, the Arabs trace the descendancy from Kedar.
Exactly. Okay.
Yes, and Kedar was a son of Ismail, like I said.
So if you're going to claim that before Muhammad, the Arab peoples of Arabia were not very big in number, okay?
I'm not claiming anything, I'm asking you a question, my friend.
Well, obviously the Arab peoples were very numerous.
Okay,
before.
once again I'll ask you the question. Before the advent of Prophet Muhammad okay, show me from history where there was a large number of Arab people. Where? Persians are not Arabs, you should know that, of all the people. Seriously.
No, Arabs in Arabia, okay? In Arabia.
Where was it large in numbers?
There, in Arabia.
Where in history do you see this?
What's the point of your question?
My point is very clear. There's a mention in the Bible, in the Old Testament, that with regards to Ishmael and his children, there's a prophecy that they will be a great nation. When did the Arabs or the progeny of Ishmael became great in numbers before the advent of Muhammad?
Well, seeing as
Does that make a difference?
Yes, it does, because the prophecy did come true. After the advent of Muhammad,
this
was something which became...
It also says that Ishmael is going to be a wild man. So do you think that...
No, that's a mistranslation. I can tell you there's a mistranslation by the Jewish people about the wild man. Well, we can look it up, but that's another topic altogether.
If you look at the original,
That's another topic altogether. Can we talk about one point at a time? I'm talking about the great nation. Let's talk about that. And then we can go to another topic. Yes? So show me, if you can show me from history, from your history even, anywhere where the children of Ishmael were great in numbers, a great nation, then I would say yes, what I'm saying is wrong and maybe you guys have a point. But so far I don't see any evidence from you.
So I've got a question for you.
Yeah.
Do you agree with me that Ishmael had 12 sons?
Had what?
That Ishmael had 12 sons.
He had, 12 sons.
So let's say on average in those days that they had big families, right?
Yeah.
So let's say each of the 12 sons had maybe 4 sons each. Let's assume that, all right?
And
if you keep on going okay, down that line, okay, already 10 generations, all right, it's already becoming. It's already becoming a nation. It's
becoming a nation.
Yes, it's already becoming a nation. Okay?
How many years you're talking about?
You know what? If you go down 20 generations even, okay.
No, how many years? I didn't ask you generation.
Okay.
How many years are you talking about?
Probably about 4 generations.
How many years does it take to become a great nation? With your type of assumption that he had 12 children, each child had 12 children, and so on. How many years do you think it's going to take?
Does it matter? Because at the end
Look,
of the day,
let's look at it from history. You will not find anywhere a great nation from the children of Israel before the advent of Muhammad. If you had that, you would have told me by now. The reason you have not told me this is because it doesn't actually tell you. One at a time.
Do you have any proof from history that they were not a multi-children's nation before Muhammad?
No, but the thing is, look.
Ah, the thing is,
The thing is, look.
I've heard this sort of
No.
before.
You cannot say because you don't have proof from history. Yes, that
they
you
were not.
that they
You
were.
don't have proof that they were. So what's your
No.
point?
The point is this: you have proof about people in history, like for example the descendants of Isaac. You have proof about how many were there in Arabia in this. Not exactly the numbers, but you see historians would know. For example, look, Arabia. Wait. Arabia itself. It wasn't something other than a desert which was occupied by very few people. So if you look at the history of Mecca, for example, yes, it wasn't something which was very popular in terms of many people congregating there and so on. Yes, there was certain, congregation, there was a pilgrimage there. There was people in Medina as well. There were Jews in Medina. Why do you think there were Jews in Medina, in a desert, in Arabia, before the advent of Prophet Muhammad? Why?
They lived.
Why? But why would they live so far away from Israel?
Because it was exile.
In the middle of desert.
Because it was the exile.
It was an exile, and they decided to live in Arabia, in Medina, in particular.
they were living all over the
They were in Yemen as well. They were in Ethiopia.
Not all over the place.
world.
If you look at the entire Arabia,
still are all over
wait.
the
If you
world.
look at the entire Arabia, at that time, yes, where did they live mostly? Not in Mecca, in Medina they lived. In fact, Mecca was the one which was more popular because it was a place of pilgrimage.
Yeah, but they were in Sana'a as well.
Yathrib or Medina, as it was called back then, Yathrib, yes, it wasn't popular with people congregating there for any purpose
Neither was
other than it was.
Aden or Haban, okay, all the way down in the very southern parts of Arabia, nowadays we call Yemen. Okay, the Jews have been there for over 1,500 years, maybe even close to 2,000. Okay, and those places were never big hubs of people going there. It was really desert until maybe about a few hundred years ago. So
Okay, what is your objection? Let me ask you something. Do you know anything about Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam's life and his history and his biography?
I know that he was married to this rich woman from somewhere.
His first wife, yeah.
Yeah, he was a merchant.
Yeah.
You say he was illiterate. He was an epileptic.
Epileptic.
Yeah.
I think you've been reading some other websites which are not Islamic in that sense. So these things you have probably picked up from non-Muslim websites.
Never say that.
Yeah, but if you want to know about Prophet Muhammad, you go and read his seerah, his biography. There are many good biographies out there. There's one written by Muslims, of course.
Of course, they were by Muslims.
But hold on, if I wanted to learn about Judaism, do you think I should go and read Christian or maybe from Hindus or even from Muslims? Or would you advise me to go and read from sources which are from from Judaism?
What I'm saying is.
Are you going to answer the question I just asked you?
Yeah, I'm going to answer it.
Would you recommend me to read from anywhere other than a Jewish source? In order to know about Moses, for example.
The reason reason I said what I said,
Yeah.
okay, was because when I speak to people like Hamza, okay, and they tell me that, and they tell me that they don't trust anything that's in our Talmud or in our Midrash or in our scriptures, okay, or written by any rabbi, because everything's corrupted and everything's biased, okay. I like to apply the same logic onto Muslims, because Muslims I talk to say that about us, so I say about you as well.
No, but
It's being consistent.
I don't think you understood the question I asked you. I asked you if I wanted to learn about Judaism, what would you recommend to me?
So I would recommend that you look at Jews, and you recommend that I look at Muslims when I...
No, what would you recommend?